Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we're going to talk about being tired, just being exhausted. Because I think a lot of people are there. Nationally, I think that's where we're at. How many times have you been watching a movie and you heard the line, oh, he was 3 days to retirement? He was about to rotate home. Yeah, it's used a lot because it's an easy gimmick to get you to feel for the character. At the same time, that cliche exists because there's an element of truth to it. In fields where you always are in a state of caution, towards the end you tend to become lax. In the contracting community, there's a saying, in the fight until you're on the flight, till you are literally on the plane home, you exercise personal security. Because if you don't, you settle into a routine, and in that world, routines are bad. It makes you predictable. You don't want that. You want to exercise all of the precaution that you can, even though you're in a state of caution. If you don't, that is when bad things happen. You have to stay in it until the end. Right now, on a national level, we are at the end of our tour. It's the way it seems. For a lot of people, I'm sure that's how it feels. The last 4 years have been unforgiving. The last year in particular, it's been endless scandals. It's been a public health issue that is out of control and shows no signs of coming under control. It is endless fires, hurricanes, unrest, a economy in tatters. Yeah, got it. But it's not over, and it's not routine. It isn't routine. I know that it's hard to take precautions when you are constantly in a state of caution, but you have to. You don't really have a choice on this one. When you are out and about, do everything you can to mitigate risk, because there are still people out there that do not get it. They're still having to explain that this is worse than the flu. If you are a medical provider, do everything that you're supposed to. Make sure that you have everything on that you're supposed to. Don't get lax. Don't settle into a routine. I understand that it's every day, but it's not routine. This is not a routine situation. Mitigate all the risk you can, because there's a whole bunch of people out there who aren't. They aren't doing their part. At some point, this long national nightmare will end, but we're not there yet. We are not there yet. And I'm seeing people get very comfortable because of poll numbers and stuff like that. Those numbers don't mean anything. They mean nothing. That's what could happen if everybody follows through. It's just like the projections where everything's getting better as far as the public health thing. Yeah, that's what could happen if everybody follows through with what they're supposed to do. However, we know that as soon as those numbers come out, people get complacent and they think it's over. It's not. That particular issue does not end until there is a safe, available, reliable treatment or vaccine. Doesn't end until then. Doesn't stop. We have to stay in the game, stay in the fight until we are on the flight. We don't even have our ticket yet. Everybody needs to continue to exercise the precautions they need to. We've got a big hurricane brewing up in the Gulf. If you are anywhere in that very wide cone, make sure that you're ready. Make sure you're ready. You don't want to complicate an already exhausting situation by not being ready. And everybody at this point needs to realize it's not over. It's not over. Don't become overconfident. Don't settle into a routine. Don't think that it's in the bag. Because the second you think that, That's when you end up in one. It will end. Make sure you're around to see it. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.